For 30 years, he was Rome's greatest man. 3 triumphs, armies at his command. The Mediterranean cleared, the East reorganized. They called him Magnus the Great. But greatness in Rome is never permanent. In a single afternoon, his empire of prestige collapsed. Within months, he would beg sanctuary from foreign kings. Within a year, he would die on a lonely shore, abandoned by the republic he thought he controlled. This is the rise and fall of Pompey. The year is 83 BC. Rome is tearing itself apart in civil war. Out of the chaos rides a 23-year-old aristocrat, not with a petition, but with an army. Gnaeus Pompeius has raised 3 legions with his own wealth. They are loyal to him alone. The dictator Sulla watches the young man approach. Pompey has no office, no command, no legal authority, only soldiers, and in Rome, that is enough. Sulla sends him to Sicily, then to Africa. The boy general moves with cold efficiency. Rebellions collapse, provinces fall. He returns to Rome, victorious, not yet 25, and he demands a triumph. Rome is scandalized. Triumphs are for magistrates, for men who have climbed the ladder of honors. Pompey has climbed nothing, but when he reminds Sulla that more men worship the rising than the setting sun, the dictator yields. Rome watches in stunned silence as the young conqueror rides through the city, crowned like Jupiter. The precedent is set. Power no longer waits for permission. Sulla gives him a name, Magnus the Great, but titles must be proven. In Spain, the rebel Sertorius humiliates Rome's best generals. Pompey struggles for 2 long years, but he endures, and when Sertorius falls to assassination, Pompey crushes what remains. He returns not just with victory, but with reputation. Pompey, the indispensable. Pompey, the savior. By the late 70s BC, pirates dominate the Mediterranean. Cities burn within sight of Italy. Grain fleets vanish. Rome begins to starve. The tribune Gabinius proposes the unthinkable. One man granted authority over the entire sea. The Senate recoils at the scale of power. The people demand survival. The law passes. Pompey divides the Mediterranean into commands and strikes with cold precision. In 3 months, the pirates are destroyed. Ships seized, thousands killed, trade restored. Rome does not fear his power. Rome celebrates it, and applause can crown a king faster than a sword. Another crisis rises. Mithridates of Pontus still defies Rome in the east. Once again, Pompey receives supreme command. The old enemy flees north, betrayed by allies and abandoned by family. When poison fails him, a sword completes the end. But Pompey does more than defeat a king. He redraws borders, reorganizes provinces, and builds a durable Roman East that will outlive him. His triumph in 62 BC lasts 2 days, treasure wagons stretching endlessly. At 44, with 3 triumphs secured, he disbands his army and enters Rome as a citizen. Powerful in war, obedient in peace, Pompey expects gratitude. He finds obstruction. Conservative senators delay his reforms, burying praise in procedure. Into this frustration steps Julius Caesar, ambitious, magnetic, calculating. He proposes an alliance. Pompey, Caesar, Crassus, together they will dominate Rome. To seal it, Pompey marries Caesar's daughter, Julia. For a moment, balance holds. But while Pompey cultivates prestige in Rome, Caesar conquers Gaul and earns devotion from hardened legions. When Julia dies, the personal bond weakens. When Crassus dies in Parthia, the political balance collapses. 2 giants remain, and the Republic cannot contain both. Rome collapses into violence. Pompey is named sole consul to restore order. He aligns with the Senate and demands Caesar disband his army. Confident he boasts Italy will rise at his command. He forgets one thing: Caesar's soldiers love him. When Caesar crosses the Rubicon, cities open their gates. Pompey retreats without battle. He abandons Rome. In Greece, Pompey assembles a superior force. More legions, more cavalry, better supplies. Time favors him. But senators demand battle, mistaking caution for weakness. Pompey, master of prestige, is trapped by it. At Pharsalus, August 48 BC, the armies clash. Pompey commands twice the numbers. His strategy is sound. Yet Caesar surprises him. When Pompey's cavalry charges, hidden infantry rise. Pila pierce faces, horses panic, cavalry breaks, line collapses. In one afternoon, 30 years vanish. Pompey removes his cloak and flees. Pompey sails to Egypt, trusting rulers who owe him their crowns. But Egypt understands survival. Power now belongs to Caesar. On September 28, 48 BC, Pompey is rowed ashore in a small fishing boat. His new wife watches from the deck as familiar Roman faces greet him. Then the blades are drawn. Pompey pulls his cloak over his head. He does not plead. He does not resist. The assassins strike. His body is left on the sand. An old centurion gathers driftwood for a humble pyre. When Caesar receives Pompey's severed head, he weeps. Whether from grief or calculation, history cannot decide. Pompey believed success justified his extraordinary power. For 30 years, boldness made him untouchable. He bent precedent and reshaped authority, teaching Rome that crisis required exceptional men. But Rome learned too well. When the final crisis came, the republic Pompey had transformed could not save him. He was not just defeated, but eclipsed. He conquered the world and lost Rome.